So first off, welcome to today's event. This is going to be a fun one. I'm excited about this particular software. It's actually something that I really hadn't spent a lot of time with until the event. Um, lo and behold, it's actually something that I trade every day, and I just never realized that we had a tool that would do all the things that I needed it to do, and I just do it manually. So that just goes to show you we've got so much available that there's stuff that you may never even end up using, or that you may want to use and never know. So if you have questions about what software that we have, or anything that might be able to help you in your trading, let us know, because we can tell you all about it. There's just so much available. So anyway, great little piece of software, and we're gonna go over it today. So we're talking about the pattern finder and pattern finder breakouts, learning how to get in before the big trend happens. So good deal. So let's go ahead and jump in. Of course, a few housekeeping materials. We are recording this event, and so if you need to run, if you got things to do, or gotta go take care of something, we'll send out the recordings. So don't worry about that. We'll get that out to everybody here, and you can watch it as much as you want. The disclaimer, of course, NeuroStreet has no financial interest in the outcome of your trades. We're here to educate and provide tools and services for your benefit. But we don't have a financial interest in the outcome of your trades, and we expect that you can manage risk appropriately on your own. Please understand the risks involved with trading and manage your risk accordingly. If you do have questions, please type in the chat box as we go. Just bear with me. It might take me a minute or two to get to your question, and we'll keep it interactive. So if you guys like to get involved, that would be great. We appreciate the input and the involvement. So what we're covering today, quick intro. We're going to go over the problem with breakouts, scanning global assets, 3 patterns for M's and W's, and what the heck that means, the pattern finder system and signals with semi-automation, how to scan for trades, long and short trade plans, and then strategy. We'll talk about trend trading and breakouts and scanning the kill zones and higher time frame, shorter time frame, all that good stuff. And then we'll look at some automation and, of course, discounts. Oops. So first off, who are we? We are NeuroStreet Trading Academy. My name is Jim Simmons. I'm in the sales and business development and marketing side of things here at NeuroStreet. I'm also a futures day trader. I trade every day. Well, when my internet decides to work anyway. It's been out this week, so that's been a challenge, but here's to next week. Markets haven't been all that great for me anyway this week anyway, so I'm not missing too much, so it's fine. But as a trader, I can tell you I understand the struggles. I understand how difficult it is to become a consistently profitable trader. I've spent countless hours backtesting, trying strategies with tons of stop outs, and eventually you get to a point where you feel like, am I ever going to make it as a trader? And I've been there, and many of us in our community have been there. I can tell you there's no holy grail when it comes to trading. There's no such thing as one size fits all. Everybody has their own trading style, and certainly some of our styles align, but we're all a little different. We're not here to give you any false hopes. Trading is hard, but the reality is we can help. We can help you figure out who you are as a trader. We can help you figure out what works and what doesn't. We can help you figure out the bigger picture, and we can help you progress as a trader. The reality is we've helped countless traders go from being break even and failing traders to becoming consistently profitable, myself included. I traded for 10 years before I found NeuroStreet, and I was at the point where I was ready to give up and say, if this doesn't work now, it ain't never gonna work, and I'm tired of trying to push the agenda. I'm either gonna do it or I'm not. And so I went all in, and I found NeuroStreet, and I'm now a consistently profitable trader. I trade at a 1-to-1 risk reward, and I trade about 70% profitability on my trades, 70% win rate. So definitely enough to be profitable and to be consistent. And that number doesn't really vary much. I would love for it to go up to 80%, but alas, it has not yet. So we'll just stick with 70. It's good enough for me, you know. Um, yeah, yeah, I understand feeling like you want to give up, Farzana. I definitely understand that, and I can tell you if you stick with it and you hang in there and let us know what we can do to help you. We can help you get there. Eric says, unless you want to call big money the holy grail. Yeah, that one's been a good one for you. I'm still waiting for you to send me that update on your strategy. I'd like to see it. So I'd be curious. Big money is a good one. That's an order flow concept, and it's been very good for Eric. He came to one of our events, and that strategy really helped him out. So it's good to see. The point is, we've got traders who are winning here. So yeah, awesome. Sounds good. Keep me posted. So what's the problem with breakout trading? Are there any breakout traders here? Anybody here who trades breakout? Just type a B into the chat box. You're trading breakouts. Are you trading reversals, continuations? I'm just curious how everybody trades. Any breakout traders here? Any breakout traders here? Okay, Richard trades all of the above. Emmanuel's a breakout trader. I like to look at breakout trading like sticking your hand in a fire. That's kind of the best way I like to look at breakout trading, because I've been burned so many times with breakout trading. And it's not to say that you can't breakout trade. You absolutely can in the right situations. But what I've found is every time I tried to trade a breakout, the market would reverse. And every time I tried to trade a reversal, the market would break out. Anybody here kind of feel like that? Like you've got your level, you're waiting for a bounce and it breaks out. And then on the next run, you're like, okay, I'm waiting for a breakout and it reverses. It's just the most horrible thing in the world. And you eventually get to a point where you're like, this is just ridiculous. I'm not going to mess with this. I hate breakouts and I hate reversals and I'm never doing it again. And the euro sucks and this is just terrible. I've been there. So it's a matter of understanding when to use each and what level you're expecting to do what. Okay, so we'll talk about that here, and we'll show you this software that can really help break things down in a way that's simple. The number one advantage to this software is scanners. There are scanners that you can pull up, which will actually show you what's going on in the market. If we look here on the left, let me grab the little pen drawing thing. Let's use like a light blue. Seems to be a good color. So here we've got on the left. Geez, come on now. Bear with me here, guys. There we go. All right. So on the left, we've got our futures. And we can see that on a 1 minute chart, we've got a potential breakout to the upside on ES. That's huge, because if you're looking at, let's say you trade crude, ES, gold, RTY, these are kind of the markets that I trade every once in a while. If I'm feeling a little crazy, I'll trade NQ. I don't like euro. It's too slow for me. YM, if you're trading in the overnight session, it can be good. Anyway, this is just my preferences. But the point is, if you're trying to look at 5 different markets on 5 different charts, like unless you have 20 screens, it's going to be tough. And even if you do have 20 screens, you probably just go cross-eyed, and it's probably not going to help you. It's just going to give you a headache. Okay, so the scanner is the whole point of why we have tools and why we have indicators, is so that they can do the work for us that we don't want to do. The easier we can make it on ourselves. I mean, let's face it, as a trader, we have enough to manage with our own emotions and outlooks and all that stuff, right? So if we can have less to manage, that makes our life simpler, right? And we can all agree on that. And so the scanners will really help you figure out, okay, where are the opportunities coming in and on what time frames? And you may only say, okay, I'm just going to trade 1, 2, 3 minutes. 4 and 5 are a little too big for me. Or you might say, I'm going to trade the 4, 5, and 6. I don't know anybody that trades a 6-minute chart, but hey, you never know. But you can set it to your own time frames. It's fine. And then you can also set it on, of course, Forex and stocks if you want to trade stocks. Stocks might be a good one. ETFs, might be good for trading this on. Breakouts. I mean, breakouts could work great on stocks under the right conditions. And so that could be a good opportunity, most definitely. So what are the patterns? Where do they come from? Anybody here heard of harmonics? Anybody here a harmonics trader? Butterflies, crabs, I don't know what the heck they call them. There's a bunch of patterns. You don't really need to know all the names of them, which is a good thing. And the best part is you don't really have to look for them anymore because we have software that'll do it for you. So anybody who trades harmonics, you're going to love this because this is what this is built off of. So there are 3 M pattern longs. Okay. Yep. So we're going to look at it here today. Yep. I've heard of harmonics too. And so here we go. So we've got what I would call equal high break, which looks like that. Then we have a higher high break, which looks like that. And then we have a lower high break, which looks like that. Well, more like that. Anyway, you get the point. So higher high break would be, yeah, they're all straight lines. Anyway, you get the idea. And so these are the 3 patterns that the system will find for you. And so it will identify, okay, we have a high here, we have a higher high here, and then we have a break. They're all structure breaks. So they're all going to be, breakout type patterns. So M patterns, as shown here, long reversal patterns that are identified by 3 variations of structure reversals. Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? Just type a quick yes in the chat box. I just want to make sure my internet didn't go out. Okay, perfect. It was going out there for a second, but I think we're safe. So that's good. Personally, look, I don't care if it's an M, I don't care if it's a W, I don't care if it's a C. Like, it doesn't matter to me, really. I mean, that's just the reality of it. What is the structure doing? That's what I care about. Okay, we have a higher high, and then we have the breakout here. Yes, I want to know, is it higher lows? Is it equal lows? Is it bottoming out? It's important to me, but I don't care if it's an M or a W or B or Z. Like, it doesn't matter because the system's going to find it for me. Okay, that's the whole point of this. And then on the downside, so we have the same thing. We have there's a double bottom, and then you get the break. We've got higher low, which is right here, and then the break. And then we have the lower low break, which would look kind of just like a trend. So really, equal low it's a range break. Okay, it's a range break at the lows. That's really what it is. It's equal low. A lower low break is a trending market. It probably wouldn't go that high, but you get the idea. It's a trend. The lower low break is going to be a trending market. The higher low break is going to look like it's chopping into a tighter range and then a break. That's really what it's going to look like. So these all tell something, and you will want to trade these in certain locations. There are certain locations you're going to want to trade a lower low break, and there are certain locations you're going to want to trade a higher low break and an equal low break. So how do you understand where to trade these? We'll show you. Okay, we'll show you what to look for. So what is the pattern finder system? It's semi-automated. Why is it semi-automated? Because it gives you signals that appear on the chart like so, and you can call up those signals in easy algo, and you can have it trade automated trades should you choose to do so without an algo. We call it easy algo. It trades signals is what it does. Okay, so I don't want to confuse you too much there. But semi-automated pattern day trading system / signal generator. Entry. It'll tell you trade signals from the preset criteria, internal filters, preset system conditions, stops and targets. Everything's customizable. All you have to do is decide what's your risk, how many contracts you're going to put on, so on and so on. Simple. Pattern finder. This system is fueled by M patterns for reversals and breakouts, W patterns for reversals and breakouts, potential versus confirmed signals, so on. Scanners. We talked about scanners. Any time frame, any bar type, potential and confirmed. They're all in there. You can put them however you want. Define the trade plan. So this is where the trade plan comes in. So on this, let's say you're trading RTY on a 1-minute chart. Average range on RTY is going to be somewhere between 15 to 18, probably ish, somewhere in there. So you might say, okay, I'm gonna trade based on that, and I'll set an 18 tick target on target 1, and then 18 on the stop loss, and then maybe a 24 to 32 on the target 2. Okay, so you could set all these, and then you can turn them on or off. You want to look at them, you don't want to look at them, doesn't matter. Entry stops, signals, pattern outlines. There's a typo there. Let's just cross out that happy little misplaced M. And I should say targets, and it is easy algo compatible. Okay, it's all there. So easy algo, how do you automate? It finds the signals. So it'll print, the system will print these arrows, and then easy algo, move some stuff out of the way here. Easy algo will go in and you can put those in. So you just tell it, okay, look for arrow up on the lime color or arrow down on the red color, and here's your stops and targets and sizing and all that. You can set, blockers, and you can set goals for the day and all that stuff, and you can have it just put it on the chart and let it do its thing, which is really, really great. So it makes things easy. So let's take a look at some charts. This is available on NinjaTrader. It's available on NinjaTrader. To my knowledge, it is not available on TradeStation, to my knowledge. Someone can tell me if it's definitely not available on TradingView. I'll tell you that. All right, I'm going to stop sharing here for just a second, and then I'm going to pull up some charts, and we'll go check out some charts. Okay. Let's see. Bear with me here a second, guys. Or should I say y'all? Or I don't know what to say. I always say guys. Hey guys, from Chicago originally. But I feel like it's just, I don't know, so cheap. Hey, traders, that's more appropriate, I guess. Anyway, let's share my screen again so we can see the chart. All right, so this is a chart of the Russell, RTY. This is a range chart. I just pulled up this because I trade a range chart. That's my confession. Some people hate range charts and I don't, so I trade range charts. But here's the signals from today. So market opens at 9:30, and we probably y'all does sound like cowboy. That's more, we'll leave that to Gilbert. He's a Southern boy. We'll leave him to the y'alls. So here we go. So we've got, market opens at 9:30. Personally, I don't like to trade at least the first 5 minutes after the open, especially on RTY, NQES, YM, any of those. But here we go. So, we've got a signal here showing up. And so what's going on here? What's the logic? We've got a lower high followed by an equal high, and then we get the breakout right there. And so you can trade this a couple different ways. Yeah, Ninja Brokerage, Lou. Yeah, I wish you guys could get Ninja Brokerage in Canada. Who are you with? Are you with GFF? Somebody like that. I know the commissions are quite a bit different too. So I understand. So there's a couple ways. Oh, interactive. Okay, cool. A couple ways you can do this. You can trade based on, again, I've got this set to a range chart. So obviously my ATR is the same, no matter what the time frame, because it's based on an 18. Right now I have this set to 17 ticks. Yeah, 17 ticks range chart. Okay. So there's a couple ways that we can do this. We can just say, okay, I'm going to take a target at 18. We can say I'll take the target at 24, which is 1.5 times the bar size. We can say I'm going to take a target at 32, which is right about here. They all work. They all work fine. Or you can say, I'm going to put my stop below that swing low. and we'll give ourselves a little bit of a buffer, and that works too. So there's a lot of different ways you could trade this. The point is, where do you want to trade longs? Where do you want to trade shorts? Well, I personally am a proponent of trading trading breakouts, trading bullish breakouts at near the lows. I don't like trading bullish breakouts at the high of day. Can you do it? Yeah, absolutely. Here's another trade. So this is lower low to higher high and the break. Personally, the way that I trade is lower low to higher high. I wait for the pullback and get in there. You could trade the breakouts on these. Today was a great day for trending on RTY. If you're a trend trader on RTY, you probably did very well today. So here's a higher high into a higher low into a break, and it's a good signal. So you could do 18, you could do 24, you could do 32, you could do swing low and give yourself a buffer. They all work. What about this next one? Pay attention to your wave count, people. Pay attention to your wave count. Always got to know the bigger picture, right? Use swing indicator from NinjaTrader 8. I use waves. I use waves on my chart. This one has waves built into it. And so if you go to Pattern Finder, you can just go here and say, okay, what's your swing strength? I like to set it to 5 or 6. It's not as choppy. It seems to work well for me. And you can turn on, the swing labels and all that. So I actually don't even have waves on this chart. And this is just the Pattern Finder right now. But yeah, I do use waves in NinjaTrader 8, the NeuroStreet waves for the wave counts. But here we go. So we've got 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. After this wave, I'm not looking to take any more longs because we've already maxed out our wave count. So we have a trade here on the initial break, which breaks the structure into long bias. And then we've got our wave 2 pullback into wave 3. And then we've got our wave 4 pullback into wave 5. And this one works again, 18, 24, 32, doesn't matter. 45 ticks, you can go 50. If you want to go based on the swing low, you have to decide how you want to trade these. You can set 3 targets and 1 stop. You can set a runner, however you want to trade these. It's totally up to you. Okay. At this point, I'm not looking for longs anymore. I'm not trying to beat the dead horse. The market has given me what I want. For crying out loud, I've got, over 150 ticks already just on 3 trades, if you traded it that way. And then here we go. So this would be a reversal look. Just like this, we've got structure is up here, higher low, still up. We break. I don't know why it didn't print the wave there, but anyway, we break that low and we close. So that now structure's down. We get a lower high, structure still down, higher low, structure still down. And then we get an equal high, structure is still down, because the only time structure changes to up is when we break the high, which we do right here. So this is a reversal breakout, is really what it is. It's a reversal, but you're waiting for confirmation to get in. What indicator is green, red, directional lines, diagonal lines? This is going to be built into the Pattern Finder. It's based on the waves indicator. Okay, so it's the same kind of setup as the waves, a little bit different, but it's actually built in for you. Everything's built in. So you only need to. The other thing that I have down here is VML, just because I like to see what's going on. I just put that there in case anybody here is using this indicator and wanted to see how these kind of correlate. Really for this, the best part about this breakout is you've got your slow average just flat. So this is telling you we've got a squeeze. And of course, anytime you get a squeeze, breakouts work great on those. Sometimes you get faked out though. So you really got to know what you're looking for. And this system will help you avoid the fake outs on the breakout for sure. Here we can see that we've got momentum divergence stepping in, when we start to get into these highs. And so, you might even just say, hey, I don't really want to mess with this following trade here, because you're trading against, divergence, and that could be something that could help you filter trades and maybe stay away from some nasty trades. So it's just a bunch of different things you can do with it. But I just put the VML in case anybody here is trading with those and wanted to see. Let's go back to yesterday. I really haven't gotten much trades this week, but I trade RTY every day. Excuse me 1 second, guys. All right, we're good. So here we go. So we've got another look here. We've got a lower low, so structure's down, lower high, structure still down, lower low, structure still down. I would not want to trade this. I just wouldn't, because I don't know, it's kind of right at that level. I don't know. Anyway, I would like to see, but the point is I'm showing you the long here, which is after market open. We've got a double bottom, really is what this is. And then we've got a break of the lower high. And this would be, again, this would be like a reversal breakout. And here's 18, 24, 32. And if you want to go past the swing low, this is a very, very big trade. And you're not going to get it, but you get pretty close. So pretty good stuff. Let's look at some other trades here. So here's again, so we've got, now our structure is up. We've got higher high, higher low, lower high, break. So really, to me, this is what I'm looking at. This is a freebie for everybody in here. This is something I trade every day. Literally, I trade this every day. This is what I call an inside leg break. And as I mentioned, I trade this. I didn't even know that we had software that could do this. I really didn't. And I've been trading with NeuroStreet for 3 years, and I've been working here for at least 6 months now. So I didn't even know that. And it just goes to show you we've got so much available. But this is, so what this is, we've got a higher low into a lower high. This tells us we are trading inside the previously defined range, which is here. Here's our previously defined range. Yes, there's our bottom, there's our top of that leg. This leg trades inside that price action. That's what I'm looking for in order to trade a breakout. And we get the breakout right here. Where's the bottom here? So we get the signal right here. Again, tight, a little bit looser. You want to trade based off of the swing high? Fine, you actually get it on this one. 80 ticks on RTY is kind of a big trade. So, but that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the market to kind of squeeze and then break out. And if you're a trend trader, then you've got wave 1, deep, wave 2 pullback, wave 3. And now at this point on wave 3, you have structure on your side and you could trade the breakout. The question is, where are we at in the day? We're kind of getting toward the lows. So it gets to be a little bit more risky here at the lows. You got to know where your market is. If you're trading breakouts at the lows, look for divergence. Look for things like this. If you're getting a signal after you've got divergence, I don't know if I'd be trading, not at the highs, not at the lows. I don't know if I'd be messing with those trades. This is how you avoid fake out breakouts. Look at the big picture. What's your market telling you? What are you looking at? What do you need to see? So pay attention to those sort of things. I personally would not take this trade. It's too risky for me. I don't like it because we're trading, we've got a big swing in there and we've already extended and it's going into wave 5. I just don't like it. But that's just me. Wave 2 pullback was too deep. There's so many reasons, right? You have to figure out what's your own filtering. But let's look at the other way. I'm definitely not touching this. Why? Because our wave count is over. We are done and over with, right? Let me do this here. Let me grab my drawing tool. Is this making sense? Is this making sense to everybody? Good stuff. All right, so here we've got wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am not trading shorts down there. Not a chance. No, sir. Not interested in that. Okay. Let's go over here. At this point, I'm looking to go the other way. What am I looking for? In order for me to want to trade a reversal breakout, I don't want to see the lower low. I don't want to see this. To trade a breakout, it's just too much because we've got a break here, which we didn't take because we're at the lows and the wave count is extended. We place a new low, and then we're trading the breakout of prior highs. Like, personally, I'm just going to tell you, I would not take that trade. That's just me. You have to decide. To me, that's a risky trade because it's already put in a lower low. Yeah, we have confluence, we have market movement in our direction. Yeah, but look, we took heat on that trade. Do you see that? Oh, this was yesterday. Yeah, I had a horrible day trying to trade yesterday. A lot of break evens and weird market movements and failed order entries. And it was a weird day yesterday. Anyway, this would be a stop out. If you had taken this trade, it would be a stop out. You would have to be going for bigger targets and stops on something like this. And that's why I say it's just kind of risky. Can you guys still see my screen? The chart, did anything disappear? Because I saw something change on what I'm seeing on my end. Can you guys still see the chart? Okay, all right, perfect. Okay, so there's a potential opportunity here. What about this trade? What about this trade signal here? I mean, we can see it doesn't work, but if you're looking at this, do you want to take that trade? Technically, we have wave 1, 2, wave 3. That's a wave 3 break. Could it work? Yeah, it could. Could work. It doesn't in this case, but I think this one would be safe enough to take. Yes, it's a loss. Yes, it doesn't work. The thing that you got to be mindful of here too is you've got divergence there. So not seeing the mouse sometimes. Yeah, that could be my internet connection. Sorry, guys. That's why I'm trying to draw as much as I can. But thanks for letting me know. I'll make sure to draw on the chart so you guys can actually see. So that one doesn't work. And then we've got higher high to lower low. And again, this is one that I consider to be pretty risky. It puts in a higher high. That tells us we are long bias because structure's up. Yeah, we're breaking structure to the lows here, and we're now in bearish structure. But to me, it's too aggressive. Anytime I see higher high to lower low, I'm waiting for a pullback to get in. That's my approach. I'm just giving you my 5 cents worth here. So this is lower high here. This one I do like because it's a breakout and there's no divergence. It's clean, looks good. And we're not at the lows. We've got room to move, we've got room to maneuver. Now you can see here in my trade yesterday, I took a loss there for some reason. I was trading something else. I was not trading this, but anyway, here, let me do this just to avoid any distractions. What the heck? That's not what I wanted. Okay, bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to turn off these plots. There we go. All right. Yeah, let me keep drawing. I'm sorry, guys. I know you guys can't see my mouse. So we've got higher high to lower low. Anytime I see that, I'm waiting for a pullback. I don't want to trade this. I just don't like those. That's just me. To me, it's higher risk. What platform? We're using NinjaTrader 8. NinjaTrader 8 here, Gary. But I do like this breakout. That's a good one. I would trade that one. And so we would just go here, and there's our trade, 18. Again, if you wanted to go based on the swing high, that would put us at about 57. You barely get it. You do barely get it in that case. It's a nice trade. And now we're going the other way. Again, lower low to higher high. Do you notice that on these trades, there's more heat? Do you notice that? There's more trades when you got a lower low to higher high break. That's why I would say any of those situations, wait for the pullback. Wait for the pullback and try to get long there. You can turn off higher high breaks. Let's just see, higher break, equal high break. So this, yeah, you can't really set a filter based on that on this. Anyway, anytime you get a lower low to higher high, just remember, might be wise to wait for a pullback. Here we've got higher high to higher low to lower high. This one is in play if it's in the right location. Here's where we get the trade. We're getting the trade here, and our price action, we're at the low of the day. I don't want to trade breakouts at the low. Again, that's just my philosophy. I don't like that. And this one here doesn't work. Doesn't work at all. This one here, this would be lower high, lower low, lower high, break. So this is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4. That's a wave 5 break. But you're at the low of day. Again, it's probably best to stay away from those. This is a 17 range chart. Yep. This one, lower low to higher high. You know, again, it's more aggressive. This one here, though, it's at the low of day. So you've got a better chance at this trade here, even though it is a higher high break, lower low to higher high. It's more risky, yes. But you've also got, really from what I can see, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. To me, that's kind of a double top break, which, you know, those are might be a little bit safer than a, I don't know. You just have to decide what works for you, right? But I'm a little picky on some of these breakout trades. But again, like I said at the beginning, really, my drawing tool's not working. Can you guys see that circle I just put on the chart? I just drew a big circle. Can you guys see that? Anybody else? No. I know why. Oh man, you guys should have spoke up sooner. Let me share the whole screen here. Can you see the draw tool now? Rookie mistake. Sorry, guys. All right, well, at least now you can see it. We're Eureka. Absolutely. All right, what about this one? Don't like it. It's at the low of the day. Plus, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern, so no, thank you. But this is good stuff here. Pretty choppy. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's noisy. Let's pull up a 3-minute chart. Let's just see what this looks like on a 3-minute. Let me get rid of drawing tools. A lot less orders to choose from. Much less. We got a breakout at the lows. Not interested. We've got higher high, higher low, higher high. Structure is up. Breaking structure of the low into a higher high. It's aggressive. Lower low to higher high. It's aggressive. I would wait for a pullback, but that's just me. Could you trade it? Yeah, you could. Got a trade here, at least right here. I would say you're wanting to put your stop below the low of that bar, though, at least. That's a pretty big trade. Happens at 9:45, so it's a decent time to be trading a breakout. Of course, today we know was an up day, so let's go back further and see what it looks like yesterday. Yesterday's market conditions were different. So we've got market open, bunch of noise, and then we break the lows. Higher high to lower low. It's aggressive. Does it work? Yeah. We've got wave 1, 2, wave 3, break, but it's at the lows. So this is why, something like this, personally, I like the range charts with this type of trading because you get more opportunities. There's more moves, but they're fluid, you know. I don't want to try to convince anybody to do anything one way or the other, but it's just, to me, it's easier. Let's look at a 1 minute. Find ourselves some more opportunities. Okay. Low, higher low to higher high. Where do we get the first break? This one I like. I'll tell you why. Lower low, higher low with a lower high. That is kind of more like a squeeze. There's our inside. There's our outside. We set up the range here. We stayed inside the range. Now we're breaking here. I like that one. That's a good trade right there. Kill zone is in here. Put your stop somewhere in there. Personally, I wouldn't set it any higher than this. You got to give yourself room to move around. And I wouldn't set it any lower than this, below that swing low. Okay. But there's a great trade there. Then we've got wave 1, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, 4, 5. After this, I'm not taking any more longs, but you get a great long opportunity there as well. And this is today. Again, we know it's an up day for RTY. Let's look at yesterday on a 1 minute. There we go. Okay, noisy. There's your break on decent time frame. We've had enough time to kind of move around. We've got higher high, higher low, lower high, break. I like that one too. Why? Because here's our initial range. Here's our inside, and there's the break. And we're at the highs a day, and we have confluence coming in on VML. I mean, there's just so many reasons to like this trade. When you're trading this, when you're trading any strategy, I don't care what you're trading, look for reasons to take the trade. Look for reasons not to take the trade. It's your money. Protect it. Look for the big picture. What is the stuff that you should be seeing that you're not? Get used to seeing this kind of stuff, right? So there we go. So we've got a trade here. That one's good. 1, 2, 3, big wave 3, 4 pullback, 5 breakout. This one's too low for me. If wave 3 looked like this and we got the breakout somewhere up in here, sure, that one's not bad. There's this range is huge on wave 3. Trying to trade off the lows is a difficult thing. Here's where we're at on the day. Anybody want to take a breakout down there? And I stuck my hand in that fire too many times. I'm not interested in that. But we do have lower low, lower high, lower low into higher high break. It's aggressive. Any lower low to higher high breaks, those are aggressive trades. You might want to wait for a pullback. You might not, depending on your risk tolerance. Okay. Higher high, then we get the lower low break. Again, we're at the low of day, not interested. And then we go back into a higher high. What's happening in the market at this point? This is chop, 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 chop. It's not setting a direction. It's just moving sideways. I'm not trying to trade breakouts in a sideways moving market. I'm not interested in that. I want to see some actual trending. We get a trend here. This is a good trade. That's a decent one. This is aggressive. This is aggressive. I don't like those. Inside leg with a higher low and a lower high. This is a better trade right here. Money on the table. Okay. That one's a better one. Does this make sense? I haven't looked at this on any other markets. Do you guys want to see any specific markets? Is there anything you're dying to see? Do you guys want to see like ES, gold, crude, NQ, anything else that you guys are dying to look at? You take a look at one more market probably. You guys want to see crude? All right, Robert was first, so he wins. Kevin agrees, so that's even better. Let's go check out crude. Was crude inventory yesterday? Was that yesterday or today, guys? Probably yesterday, right? We didn't have any holidays this week. Anybody know if crude inventory was yesterday? Looks like we got a pretty big move here though at 10:30. Yeah, yesterday. Okay, good. We're good. All right. Crude not as heavy impact on the market open. So you could, I don't know what time you guys are trading, but if we start looking at signals here, let's check this one out. We've got higher low, higher high, higher low, lower high. So now we're trading inside. So we've got some room to work. This one in particular, it's getting to be kind of the low a day. So you have to decide, is that something that you're willing to actually, we're not at the lower day. Now we've got room. We've got some breathing room in there, but we are right at the market open. This one looks like you would have had to give yourself some more breathing room. You might want to look at ATR in this situation and figure out, what's your market range and all that. Figure out what you need to do for stops and targets. But if you had put it on the swing high here, you've got about 35 ticks. You ain't getting anything out of that one. Yeah. Nothing doing there. That one would have been a stop out. It's all right. You're going to have stop outs, right? We're trending here. We've got wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're dead on the shorts there at that point. I don't like that one because this one didn't work. It's like if you're getting pullbacks, really to me, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would have been dead at this point anyway. Sorry, I know that looks messy, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. A little bit more choppy than what's showing up. So let's look for a reversal opportunity now. Lower high, lower low, lower high, equal low. Ooh, we've got a range at the lows. I like that. Definitely like that. It's a good trade right there. Lots of room for upside potential. What about this next trade up here? Who wants to chime in on that one? Yeah, we can see it works. Let's look at where we're at in the day. Ooh, we are at the highs. We're getting into no man's land. You probably, because it's a wave 2 pullback into wave 3, get away with a little bit more. I would not trade the wave 4 into wave 5. Not on this one. I wouldn't. And you can see you don't get any upside on that trade. So we're at the highs a day. Just look at where you're at in the day, Higher low, higher high, higher low, lower high, break. That's the look that I like to see. This trade doesn't work out. That's almost noon. Trade doesn't work, but it's a good look. It's a decent looking trade. It just doesn't work out. It's fine. Let's go back to yesterday on crude. Let's look at it on a range chart too, just to see how it does on the range. Where are we at here? Did I miss something? Nope. Okay. So here's yesterday. We've got higher high to lower low. Aggressive. Very aggressive. You don't get much on that one. Then we've got chop, 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 higher high, put in a higher high here, lower low to higher high at the high of day, not a chance. I'm not looking at that trade, not a chance. We've got higher high to lower low break. But our direction is down. Big picture direction's down. We get a break. We're not quite at the low of day. It's a decent trade. Doesn't work. You get a little bit, but anyway. And then this one here, this is, what should have been a trend at this point. 1, 2, 3 was a lot of chop. So you could take this trade. You're just, probably going to get a stop out on that. Okay, let's look over here. Lower low to higher high, and we're moving sideways, and we're putting in a double top here. Oh, we don't know that's a double top at this time, though, in all fairness. So, but lower low to higher high, again, that's aggressive. You might want to wait for the pullback. And then we've got break at the lows, not interested. I'm looking for a long at this point, not seeing anything. You get a long, but it's way up here. And you could take that trade. There's money available on that one, but it's aggressive. It's all right. Let's look at it on a range chart. Let's go to an 8 range on crude. Let's see how the range chart looks on crude. A little bit cleaner, a little bit easier to see. More waves, more trade opportunities. Do you guys see why I like the range chart on this? Equal low, lower high. We get the break of the range. Yes, please sign me up. Where do I sign? Let's pull these back a little bit. Let's go to 10 and let's go to 20. There we go. And let's load it up. Okay. Quick trade, money. What about this one? Quick trade. It's at the highs, but it's money. We have divergence. Sketchy. Very sketchy on that trade. Divergence at the high of day. That's 2 reasons not to take a trade. How many reasons do you need? It's up to you. What's our wave count at this point? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This trade, permissible. It's at the highs. This trade, we're going into wave 5 here. I don't want that trade at the high of day. Not much money there. You know, you could have gotten a quick target out of it, but you got to be very, very tight management when you're at the highs like that. I'm not taking any other trades to the long. I'm waiting for the short, and I've got a higher high, but it's not that much higher. It's not that much higher. I'd be interested in this trade. Honestly, even though it's a stop out, I would have probably been interested in that trade. Wouldn't have worked, but such is life. It's also 12:30 in the afternoon, so I wouldn't be trading at that time anyway. Let's go back to yesterday, and then we'll call it from the charts, and then we'll just go in and look at wrapping up here. Okay, so higher high to lower low break, aggressive. It does work. But the other thing that I don't like here is you don't have divergence telling you that you're looking for reversals. So for that reason, I'm not crazy about the trade, but you're not at the low of day, are you? No, you actually are. I wouldn't take that trade then. Too aggressive. This one's too aggressive. This one's too aggressive. Wait for the long opportunity. You get one here. It's lower low to higher high though. So again, a little bit sketchy. You could take it. You would have gotten 10 ticks out of it, but not much more. There you go. There's another one. I'm not trading that a second time. And I'm not trading at the lows. I'm looking for a high, but at this point, we're just in Chop City. We're looking at Chop Suey here. Noisy, 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 noisy. That's what the chart looks like to me. So there you go. Yeah. Trading in Chop Suey. Give me some chopsticks. All right, so let's get out of here and let's go back to our presentation. Let me share this screen. Does that make sense, guys? You guys learned something there? What do you guys think? Something that you could trade, something that you could add to your trading. I mean, you may not trade this exclusively, but it's a tool. It's something that you can add to your tool belt, most definitely. All right, let me share this here. Sharing. Okay. Good deal. Yeah, what's your question, Farzana? Jump in. While he's typing the question, a little bit of information. I mean, you're all part of our community at this point, so you've probably already seen our ratings and you probably already did your due diligence on our company and so on. We've been around for a while. We've helped thousands of traders. We have very good ratings on Trustpilot. There's a reason for that. One, we take care of traders. Two, we have some really, really great products, software, services that we offer. And three, our traders are winning. We don't get ratings like this unless we're helping traders get better, get more profitable, and get more consistent in their trading. That's what it's all about. Okay. Can you guys see that, by the way? Can you see my screen? I forgot to ask. Can you guys see the Trustpilot reviews screen? Okay, perfect. Just want to make sure I'm not talking to a blank screen. And it's happened before. Community, we have a very vibrant community in Discord. You are all welcome to join Discord anytime. Just find us in Discord. You just go to the little search section up at the top left and search for NeuroStreet. You'll find us. So never hear anyone talking about the trading the Dow Jones. The bloke, I don't know if that's a dirty word or not, but who I learned from was telling us to focus on using Fibonacci and focus on Dow Jones only. Never heard of anyone except him say to do that. Is it Backpack Trader? Who is it that that told you? Oh, okay. I you know, it's American English, you know, British English. They're just a little different, different slang words and stuff. Things we say might offend the English and vice versa. I don't know. Who was it? Was it Backpack Trader or who? I don't know who maybe told you. The Dow can be great. I haven't used Fibonacci's on Dow. I've used it on RTY. I've used it on NQ, and it works great on those markets, especially NQ. Our Fibonacci software works great on NQ. We have traders that traded on that market and do very well. And then Fibonacci retracements work great on RTY. I haven't tried it on Dow really. Just was never really that interested in trading the Dow. It's industrials versus technology versus small caps versus large caps. I mean, you just have to decide like what makes sense to you. Interesting. Previous crashes. Yeah. I mean, you can only go so high before you got to pull back, right? It just depends on what you call a crash or what you call a pullback, right? So interesting. The Netflix of trading, what does that mean? So rather than sell you one indicator at a time, or rather than sell you one expensive course for thousands of dollars and not get much out of it or only learn one concept, what we decided to do is we would give you all of our education, all of our strategies, a live trade room access, and all of our indicators into one monthly package so that you don't have to pay separately for everything. Total value, $60,000. Look, I get it. You've been to a presentation before. You've seen some marketing material. You've seen somebody say this is worth $5,000, but today you can get it for the low price of only $499 with 2 payments. But wait, there's more. I get it. Okay, you guys have all heard that before. When we say that our 40 indicators are worth $35,000, they're actually worth $35,000. Why do we say that? Because that's what we used to sell them for. Really, this is no joke. Back in my day, so when I started with NeuroStreet, we bought our indicators one at a time. They were $750 to $1,500 each. Look, you don't have to be a rocket surgeon to figure out that that adds up quick. Okay, 40 indicators plus future development, 3 different platforms. Okay. Yes, you could please transfer me 60K, but you don't have to. I'm gonna give you a way better deal. Okay. So 35,000 in software, that's the real deal. Look, it's, we can call it what it is. So 40 indicators on 3 platforms, plus all future development. That comes with this monthly plan. Plus you get Discord, which I said, intro courses, live trade rooms, on-demand education. There is 90 hours of educational videos in our website with strategies, with information on how to use the indicators, extensive indicator training. We give you access to all the templates and workspaces, all of our resources. We'll even install your software for you. And if you have questions and you want to figure out where to go or where to look or how to progress as a trader, call me. We'll set up an appointment. We'll chat. We'll talk about your trading preferences and we'll help point in the right direction. because the number one thing you can do to help yourself as a trader is figure out what you want to trade. What are you good at? What are you not good at? We can help you figure that out so that you trade the right way. Not just because somebody else is profitable with a system doesn't mean you're going to be profitable with that same system. You might be two completely different traders. That's okay. We can help you figure out how to trade profitably. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that. Awesome. Thanks so much. So $349 a month, which in itself would be decent. That's not a terrible price. It's a little spendy. It's a car payment, depending on what kind of car you drive. In addition to, so here's some of the indicators. I don't know why that happened. Let me draw that R back there. Go where you belong, R. I don't know what happened there. So this is the pattern finder. Okay, this is one indicator. There's so many. Man, all of these are messed up. That's gonna bug me now. See, this is what happens. I get distracted easily, can you tell? All right, so we've got macro profiles, which is volume profiles, VM system, which you saw briefly, which is what was at the bottom of my chart, which is our momentum indicator. Waves, which is the zigzags and the swing trend parameters. Print profile, an entire order flow suite. Frequencies is based on mathematical ratios. VSA, volume spread analysis. Golden Fibs, which is multi Fibonacci's all built together with Confluence. It does plots all your levels for you, and it works really well, by the way. Easy Algo, which is our order entry suite. Supply and demand. You want to find out where supply and demand zones are and where to trade. Fine. Traps. You want to find your traps and gaps and all those things. Where are you cheap? Where are you expensive? Where are the patterns? Where should you put a target? What are your cycles based on oscillators? There's so many, and you get access to everything. So really, really great stuff. Really great software too. I've been using it for a few years now, and it's definitely never been bad for me. Who is this for? If you're brand new and you want to learn how to day trade, we can help you. There's intro courses to start with. If you're an intermediate trader and maybe you're breaking even, you're just kind of trying to figure out how to become more consistent or more profitable, or what to look at, or how to build your big picture, how to build your trade plan, all these things. If you're a pro and you just need some additional tools and you want to add a couple strategies to your bottom line, you want to learn about a different market, it's for everybody. We've got something for everyone here, and it's really great. So what's the pricing? Free, sort of free. You get 14 days for free. Okay. We'll give you 14 days. We're so confident that you're going to love trading with us. You're going to love trading with our tools. We're going to give you 14 days for free to check it out, try it out, see what you think. And if you don't like it, you can cancel and you don't owe us a thing. If you want to stick around, it's only $97 a month. Okay, not too shabby. You get $40,000 in indicators, right? For $97 a month. I mean, look, just to get the education, it's easily $97 a month. I mean, there are companies that would charge thousands of dollars for the education that we have. And we just figured, well, we'll just give it all to you and you just pay monthly, and we'll include all our indicators too. So pretty killer. I'm going to type this in the chat box here. So you have the link there. Go ahead and go to that link. Just sign up for the free trial. Get yourself some NinjaTrader. If you don't have NinjaTrader, just go and download it. It's free. If you need help figuring out how to use NinjaTrader, we have videos for that too, and we can help you. But yeah, go in and check out everything. Check out our education. You will not find more education ever for $97 a month. It's not going to happen. Okay, there's tons. I'm telling you, tons. And this is only one indicator that we looked at. There's quite a few. Okay, so really great opportunity. Honestly, there's not been a better time to trade with NeuroStreet. So yeah, Ninja's a trading platform. Yeah, exactly. And you got to get a brokerage too. Ninja has a brokerage that you can set up an account. You trade micros with like $400 or $500. You don't need to have a huge account. Of course, if you want to put more in, you can. But it's pretty simple to set up an account if you wanted to go through them. And we do have access to prop firms. So if you guys need trading capital, we can help get you partnered up with some of our funding partners, and they can help you get funded as a futures day trader. We even have Forex firms now that we're working with, and even stocks and equities, quite a bit. quite a bit to offer there. Excuse me, practicing with Ninja, but having some issue linking to brokers. Yeah, let us know. Let us know who it is. Maybe we can help you figure it out. Some brokers will connect, some won't. So, and it gets complicated because there's data issues and all. It's the whole thing. So if you need help with it, just let us know. We'll help you get it sorted for sure. Better to lean on us than have to do all the research on your own, and it gets confusing. So just let us know. We'll help you figure it out. So, again, love us or leave us. This is month to month. There's no contracts, no commitments. You can leave at any time. You can cancel the day before your renewal. It's not like we're going to make you give us notice or anything like that. It's month to month. You pay for 1 month at a time. You get it for the month. And then if you're done, you're done. If you take a summer off to go travel the world because you made so much money trading and you want to take the summer off, cool. Just cancel it. Come back. It's fine. No problem. Any other questions on anything? Anybody got any questions? We covered quite a bit. Interactive in Canada with Ninja. Yep, Interactive does work with Ninja. You'd probably have to get historical data though. I don't think they provide historical data, just so you do need to subscribe to data. Next webinar is next week. Let me see if I can figure out when it is. I can tell you exactly. Yeah, Kinetic. Yeah, you can do Kinetic. There's a bunch of them. Next one is Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. We're doing another event on the Trend Stepper algo, and I'll be doing that one. And then we have a big event with a new partner going on next week as well. So, question: can I keep trading on Dow or with the system, or do I have to do different stocks? No, you can trade Dow. Yeah, if you want to trade Dow, go for it. There's micros on Dow too, so you can trade that as well. What happens when I go to Mexico for 5 months? Comes back at 97. Yeah, Reginald, just get a hold of me directly. If you don't see that pricing or you want special pricing or something, just reach out to me. I'll get you set up. It's no problem. We'll make sure you get taken care of. And you can trade from Mexico. Hey, go visit Sean. He's in Mexico. So he lives down there. But yeah, you're welcome to come and go as you see fit. No worries. Anything else? Anybody else got any questions? Yeah, I don't know. I've never traded tequila futures. That would be a fun one. What's the going rate for tequila these days? You get the halibut futures, the lobster futures. That'd be interesting. Good deal. Any other questions? Yeah, I bet. Look out for those rising oat prices. That's fine. Yeah, trade Dow. Trade Dow to your heart's content. If you're looking for specific strategies on that instrument, feel free to reach out to me and I can take a look with you, and we can pull up a couple strategies that kind of fit your trading preferences. It's not a problem. We got so many strategies and they're all really great. It's just a matter of what works for you, right? What I trade may not work for you and vice versa. So good deal. Yeah, no problem. Anything else? Anybody got any other questions? Yeah, it could be oat milk. Yep, for sure. That's a new thing, and it's definitely taking off. And it everything kind of factors together. I mean, less milk sales, less sugar sales, more sugar sales, less corn sales because nobody likes corn syrup anymore. So they all want to go to natural sweeteners and sugars, and that plays in. And everything, it's give and go. They're all, they all impact each other, supply and demand, all that. I don't know. I don't know if this would be made in algo. We probably could. We probably could make this in algo. It'd probably be pretty easy to code, actually. As a matter of fact. Yeah, could be good. I mean, we coded it for the indicator. I would imagine it'd be pretty simple to convert it to an algo. Could be a good one. I will talk to the development team on that one. We'll have to test it out, see if it works well. Hard part about stuff like this, as with any algo though, is, when you get into high of day, low of days, there's some discretion that you want to use in those situations. But it might be nice to have the algo to execute the orders, because when you're trading breakouts, location is everything. You got to get into the right location, and sometimes it moves quick and it takes off without you. So it's a good deal. Cool. Well, I think that's it. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to send me an email or a message. You can reach us at support@nstradingacademy.com. If you want to reach me directly, it's jim@nstradingacademy.com, and you can reach directly out to me. And yeah. Hey, thanks, Kevin. Yeah, we're moving